can of Pepsi says it has very low sodium. Not just low sodium, but very low sodium. Now, how do we know that it's the truth? Can it be just marketing?
So, according to this bag, it says that it's a family size. But will this actually feed my family and give them all the nutrients and vitamins they actually need? Like, is this true on what they're advertising?
The truth isn't just about chips or soda. To me, the truth is revealed through actions. You know, the way we talk and the way we act is what other people see. People say, oh, I would never do that, but think about it. From behind, what do? Like, they do the stuff that they say that they would never do. Truth also means a lot of things. You know, the truth isn't just like, oh, what do you think? How do you think I look today? And then you say, oh yeah, you look great, Mom. But that's just the surface, you know. But in reality, you don't really think like that. I mean, the truth is can't just be explained through one phrase or like one little comment. People say the word truth. There is no definite answer, but for me, the truth is the word of God.
Okay, Mr. Jackson, you'd like to know what is your concept of truth?
My concept of truth is relative because I think there's one universal truth out there. However, every person has their own view of what the truth is. Everyone's going to bring their personal bias into things, so my truth is going to be very different than your truth. So it's truth is what you believe is right. However, what I believe is right and what you believe is right may be two completely separate things.
So, as people said before, everybody has a different opinion on what actually truth is. A very memorable quote from A Few Good Men is,
"You can't handle the truth."
And in some cases, that's important because if a person were to know the complete truth about themselves, it would be just a lot of information to hear, and sometimes the truth can be hard. And people tell little white lies to protect them.
Truth is a very hard thing to define because everyone's version of the truth, the way they see it, is completely different from what my version of it or your version of it could be. Another version would be people in mental institutions, stuff like that. Some people live inside their own minds in a different world, and that's the way they see it, and that's their version of truth. They won't accept what anyone else says unless they're specifically shown how that their truth is not right. Okay, another version of what people see as the truth is if you look at World War II, Jewish people would lie about who they were so they could get away, and people believed them, and that was a good thing. And a bad thing would be that some people nowadays, this might be hard to believe, but people say that the Holocaust actually never happened. For those of you who don't know what the Holocaust is, it's the World War II. Those people who say the Holocaust never happened, that's what they think actually happened, and no one can really convince them the other way that it actually did.
I perceive truth as a series of learned experiences. I think we start out believing truth as what our parents tell us, and then we grow into our own truth as we mature and we get older. The truth I have as a 50-year-old is definitely not the same truth I had as a 5 or a 10-year-old. And as you get older, I think your truth matures with you. So truth becomes reality at some point. So this is one of those concepts that you blend over time, and you actually mature, and it grows with you as you become more and more of an adult.
As an example for people's different versions of the truth, we talk about Little Brother, how the Homeland Security, their version of the truth was that it was right to spy on people and take away their privacy so they can find terrorists, and that is the truth for them. For Marcus, his version of the truth was that that shouldn't happen.
So about that bus fight recently that happened.
Yes. Whose side are you on?
I'm with the epic beard guy. He was in the right. He wasn't harming anybody, minding his own business. And the black guy was all up in his face and bothering him. He threw the first punch too.
Yes. But I guess the white guy didn't have to fight back as strong as he did. The black guy clearly showed that he gave up, but the white guy still encouraged fighting. So
Is that what you really believe? What happened?
it's the truth, nothing but.
Man,
People say they live without telling lies, that they are honest all the time, but people have to lie to not hurt other people's feelings and just to not reveal anything secret about themselves. Like you would lie to your friend if they asked you something, like if they looked good and they looked completely horrible, you tell them, "Oh no, you look fine." That's what you say, just to keep their feelings in check and not hurt. Because if you told them the truth, you probably wouldn't have very many friends, probably none at all, and you'd be by yourself. But you'd be living as an honest and truthful person.
What if the Holocaust was like something just people like
It would
said?
be much worse today if it happened. If it hadn't happened
No.
then,
If
it
what
would've
if
been
the
much
people
worse
that were
today.
like lived back then said that? What if they just made it up? What if they all teamed up and just said, "Oh, the Holocaust, like, yeah, it was like a huge bad things, like," and what if there are facts to prove it? But what if people just made up those facts? Like,
I
think
don't know,
about
it'd be
it.
very hard to prove that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just saying.
Are you filming?
Nah, I stopped recording a while ago. Don't
okay,
worry.
that would've been good.
I just
That
like
would have been really good, dude.
Yeah, that's why.
But if it hadn't actually happened, then
Yeah.
then people in Germany and other places could do that now, and it'd be way worse than when it
Okay.
happened 50 years ago.
Okay, you want to keep talking about that?
I know, but people are still doing it right now.
I'm still recording.
But yeah, but it's not as bad as it was back then. Not Hitler size, where he took on the world
No,
with
I'm
his
saying,
huge
like-
army.
What if that was just all from a movie? Like, what if Hitler could be real, but what if Hitler was just like a movie? Like those, like those shots that they usually take. Like, what if that's from like a movie?
Well, that would be very
It would be like a huge
hard to prove
joke.
believable,
It would
'cause
be like a huge joke.
then everyone on the planet would have been brainwashed in 50 years ago then.
That's crazy.
Where everyone just went on in and it was all a joke. It's a really bad joke.